Hey everyone, Tofu here. Welcome back to SDRA2. Last time, many thing happened. Many thing happened. We went back to the virtual world. Spoilers, by the way. Sorry. We went back there to do one last investigation. Kinjo and Makaru are there. So we gotta do that. But, as I was about to load my save file up, I remembered that we saved right before a certain choice. And I was wondering, like, oh man, I wonder what happens there. So, I think before we get into the investigation, I'm gonna load this save file back up. And we're gonna see what happens. I don't know if this is, like, gonna just lead right back into where we were before. And, like, it's like the ending itself will be different from there. If that's the case, then I will just load back to my other save file where we shook hands with Sora, or we took Sora's hand, because that's the ending I want. But if this is just like a quick bad ending here or something, I do want to see how that goes. So, let's find out. Okay, we're back here. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's see what happens this time. Okay, sure, I'll take Utsuro's hand in this alternate timeline that doesn't matter to me. I'm sorry, Mistress Sora. Mistress Sora? Oh, no. Well, now I'm sad. I'm sorry, Sora. It's okay, I'll go back to you in, I don't know how long it's gonna take, but I'll go back to you soon, I promise. Pinky promise. I'm so tired. I could promise. No, of course, I know it's an act that doesn't deserve it. But what can I say from my last will? I give up searching for happiness. What? What about the others and Yuki? No! You bitch. Yeah, yell at her! Am I gonna get Sora jump scared now? No? Just Utsuro? Okay. Come on, Master Utsuro. Okay. You're not going to regret this, right? Probably. No. This is my choice. Master Utsuro. You waited alone for such a long time. I'm so sorry. Is that Utsuro talking, or...? In late fall, when the cool breeze began to blow, the modified Neo-World program of Utsuroshima came to an end. Many people died, there were many sacrifices. As the year came to a close, there were still many mysteries that hadn't been solved. However, thanks to this, all of Mikado Sonochi's work completely disappeared. Despair is also over, and humanity seems to be returning to a peaceful era. Well, yay! I got the good ending! Please. Please help me. Who that? Ah! Ag? Who's agging? Oh, shit. Kinjo. A dream again. I have that same dream every night. A desperate voice crying out in agony screams for help. A nostalgic voice. I guess Ando's medicine isn't working. This is karma. It's fine. My choice wasn't the wrong one. Your choice? It's all over. I don't have to worry. Yes, I did what I had to. Kinjo, help me. Okay, well this is taking a very different turn. Oh. Oh. Well, I guess that just ends it there. Okay, so that is definitely the ending. that you do not want to get. I see. Now the question is, do I sit through these credits now? Or do I just reset the game? I don't know, there might be something after it. Yeah, well guys, I beat the game! Awesome! Sweet! The series is over! I can stop playing now! No. Obviously we're gonna go back. Yes, I would like to, well... I would like to rethink my decision. What happens if I hit no? Because I have my save file, so, like, it's pointless to actually go back. What if I hit no here? Oh, it just puts me back here. Okay. Okay, that's cute. Alright. Who's on the title screen? Oh, hi, Kokoro. Alright, well, let me load my actual file now. And we will start. That's the Chapter 1 file. I don't know why I still have that, but I do. Alright, here we go. Anyways, hey guys, Tofu here. Welcome back to the actual episode where I'm gonna do the investigation. Alright. Yeah, I mean, I guess we just get into it. Let's talk to Yuruko. Yuruko, before we start investigating, I have something I want to ask you. Huh? What a coincidence. I have something to ask you as well. I'll let you go first. No, you go. You spoke first, after all. If it's okay. Obviously, we still have the information we gained from the people who died at the singularities with Monocro. Mikado led us to the entrance of the trial grounds. Yeah. Suddenly, we lost consciousness, and when we woke up, we were on the Monocruise, right? Iroha said Mikado called us. Could you tell me what happened between the Kisaragi Foundation to make them come here? For you to know that, Sora, did you go to the real world too? The real world? Uh-huh. I don't know. My memories are still a bit vague and hazy. That's why I want to clarify it with you, Yuruko. I couldn't hear everything that happened outside. However, from the context of the situation, it seems the Kisaragi Foundation deactivated the virtual world from the outside. Something similar happened at the end of the 5th trial. During the execution, we were all about to die. Everything was interrupted. Yeah, and when I opened my eyes, there was a lot of strange machinery. We were in a lab, and there was capsules. I was lying there. So that's it. If you left the virtual world safely, then why did you all come back? Mikado came back. What? I don't know the details, but I heard it when I was heading out of the lab with the Kisaragi Foundation members. Suddenly the door was closed, and then I heard Mikado's voice. Mikado woke up in the real world? No, I don't think that was the case. First of all, I didn't see if Mikado was alive in the lab or if he was somewhere else. Anyway, it seems that the laboratory door was built like a shelter, so it can't be broken into from the outside. That's when I heard Mikado's voice. So he asked Rei and Tsurugi to come to the virtual world? Yeah, otherwise the door wouldn't open, since he could control the lab's facilities at will. That's all I know. I was also arrested by a member of the Kisaragi Foundation, so I couldn't hear the full conversation. What? Arrested? They couldn't have done anything weird. No, I'm fine. I was just handcuffed. They handcuffed you? I won't forgive them. How dare they? Shut up, Sora. I'm fine. Now it's my turn to ask. Sora, what did you do in the past? Yuruko, were you able to see the state of my body in the real world? How did you know that I saw your body in the real world? No, not just that. How would you know about the state of your own body in the real world if you weren't awake in reality? Sora, a man from the Future Foundation said something to me. That the only survivors of the killing game were Iroha and myself. He didn't even mention you, Yuki, or even Mikado. What is it? Did something happen that I don't know about? To answer that question, it's like you said, Yuruko. I saw it. I saw my body in the real world. I saw my own immobile body. I don't know how to explain, but I experienced an out-of-body experience. Only my consciousness escaped the insides of my body. It was like observing my own body through somebody else's eyes. It wasn't that realistic, so I thought I was just dreaming. But I knew it was true as soon as I heard you say that. So, is it true? Sora, are you really dead in the real world? I don't know. If I were really dead, it would be ridiculous if something like that could happen. One of the Foundation members used the phrase, "only the body is alive." A state of brain dead. Even if the brain itself is dead, the virtual world is supposed to connect to the brain. It doesn't matter. What? Whether I'm alive or dead, what matters is that I can move right now. It's just as you said, Yuruko. My body doesn't matter at the moment. But, Sora, Yuruko, I'm fine. It's better thinking about that when this is all over. Have you forgotten, Yuruko? We can't keep paying attention to unknown results. Alright, for now, let's focus on investigating. Am I just turning away from reality? I know what happened, don't I? What happened to me? No, knowing about it won't change anything. This is avoiding it. I just need to hold it in for a little while longer. I'll do it. Information on Akane Taira has been updated. Okay. Sora, doesn't seem like there's any more clues. Let's go to the hallway. Everyone else seems to be investigating separately, so let's hurry. Okay. I do wonder if we will see them at all on our investigation, or if we will truly just be the two of us. We're still in control. Oh god. All of the doors are messed up. Kind of silly. We can't go back either. Can't go that way. We can go into the dining hall. Those doors are fine, I guess. So I guess let's go in here. Anything in here? What? Excuse me? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. I guess it's like, DR2 Chapter 6, a little? What's this? Nikkei. It's a robot that looks exactly like him. A robot? What's this? Nikkei doll? Someone definitely has a hard sense of humor. Oh my god. What the fuck am I looking at? Hello, nice to meet you all. Ah! It talked. I am trash. Please use me as a punching bag. What's with this hard doll? Looks like Mikado made it. Hit me, hit me. Oh, you're so noisy. Just shut up. Are you really hitting him? That's exactly what it wants. It's not because it told me to. It's just because it looks like Nikkei. The great Mikado Sanoji lost his parents when he was just a baby. He spent his life in an orphanage. Womp womp. He sucks. What? He suddenly started talking. Nobody knew where his parents went. The great Mikado didn't know if they had died or just simply abandoned him. The only things he was sure of was that he has no parents and he was growing up in an orphanage. What's this? Mikado's backstory? I don't want to hear or know about that monster's past. Why is Nikkei narrating it? We should listen. We might learn something important. Okay. Hello. The great Mikado, who grew up in an orphanage, was disinterested in life itself. The nursery teachers took care of all children with care, but the great Mikado lived his day-to-day life without purpose. He had no dreams, no aspirations. Until one day, in late fall, when the cool breeze began to hit, somebody left a burning cigarette which began to blow towards the orphanage. It began to go up in flames and spread to the entirety of the orphanage, which was made entirely of wood. Due to the dry surrounding climate and nearby mountains, the fire quickly covered the entire orphanage. Many people were burnt to death. When some of the survivors cried out for help, desperate to live, the great Mikado did nothing. Although he was young, he lacked emotions. He had no intention of fighting to survive, or even the urge to. It was then that Mikado encountered that person. I wonder who that could be. That person must be referring to Master Utsuro. Thank you for spelling that out. I wasn't sure about it. Without even revealing his name, he approached the orphanage, then suddenly heavy rain began to fall. The fierce fire was quickly extinguished. Everybody was in awe of the miracle that just happened before them. They rejoiced in happiness. It was only the great Mikado who noticed that person. He could feel it, that person saved their lives. Mikado felt an intense rush of emotion that he'd never felt before in his whole life for a person who looked no older than he was. But then he suddenly disappeared as if nothing had ever happened. No matter how much Mikado looked, he couldn't find that person. Ever since that day, the great Mikado had a purpose and a will for his life. He wanted to meet the person who saved his life again, even if it was just for a second. It wasn't to say thank you. It wasn't even related to that incident. The great Mikado was only interested in the existence of that person himself. He didn't know why, but he felt a strong desire to meet that person again. Some time had passed, and he still had no clue of the whereabouts of that person, which was expected since he didn't even know his name. That's when the great Mikado decided something. If the same situation happened in an orphanage a second time, would he appear before him again? Mikado had made his decision. He decided to carry out his plan on a dry and windy day, just as it had been last time. The great Mikado sprayed the pre-prepared gasoline all over the orphanage. Okay. Causing a fire once more. Yeah, I don't really feel bad for him. What? You heard that right? Did you say that Mikado set it on fire? So he's been this sociopathic since he was a child. He really is insane. What the hell is he? Even though it's horrible. We should listen to the end. We might learn more. Alright. It did not happen a second time. Due to the gasoline, the fire was more vigorous than the last time. As a countermeasure against future fires, the orphanage removed the wood and rebuilt the building using new material. But it didn't matter. Even if it rained, it wouldn't be enough to put the fire out. The inside of the building was filled with the screams of despair. Mikado's heart was rejoiced with happiness. Are you coming? I'm sure you will. This time you'll perform to us all a far greater miracle. As the fire grew stronger, Mikado's expectations did as well. However, no matter how much time passed, the fire didn't go out. Only then, Mikado realized that something was wrong. In the previous fire, he was not afraid of dying because he simply had no reason to live. But this time was different. The great Mikado had a purpose in life this time, the reason he implemented his plan. Realizing that, Mikado was trapped in an invisible fear. I don't want to die. I can't die until I see them again. It was at that moment that his whole body was engulfed in flames. That's enough. Who's that? Is that Mikado? Yes it was. IUF. Oh. Infinity Unlimited Flame! What? The Nikkei-inspired doll never got to finish its story. It was interrupted by a sudden Mikado who appeared and destroyed the Nikkei doll instantly. The weird Nikkei doll was shattered in a bizarre way. Alright, well, RIP. It's a shame to hear the story of your past again. What are you you set that up! I didn't mean to scare you all, sorry. What did you just do? Is it the end of the story? Why did you destroy the doll? There was no more behind the story, but I was too embarrassed to continue when I was programming it. The Nikkei doll was only made to be destroyed from the beginning anyway. It's a good stress relief. You're insane, completely insane. I knew it from the first day I met you. You set yourself on fire for an idiotic reason like that? You're fucking crazy. I admit it wasn't the smartest move. However, I was still young at the time. I wish you had burnt to death. Is this supposed to be a clue or what? Just the right amount of crazy for you. Well, I'll tell you the rest of the story myself. It'll help save a lot of time. In the second fire, what happened to you? Can't you see for yourself? I'm alive. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't, don't you think? Did you end up meeting him, Utsuro? How did you survive the fire? It was a fascinating sight. The flames suddenly extinguished. What do you mean suddenly? That I do not know. What? Don't you know gasoline fire can be extinguished using ordinary fire? That's common knowledge. On the other hand, adding water would only make it stronger. During the first fire, there was rain. Of course, didn't make sense since there was no forecast for it. The second fire was made using gasoline, so rain would be impossible to put it out this time. That is why I was looking forward to it. I wanted to see how they would put out the fire when you cannot use rain. It seemed impossible. But the result far exceeded my expectations. The fire suddenly just went out, quite literally. No signs of anything, no scientific basis. That's ridiculous. Fire never goes out that suddenly. Something must have happened. But it's true. The fire went out for seemingly no reason. Sora, surely you understand the irrational phenomenon that is the power of divine luck. Are you trying to empathize with me? Regardless, I was saved by him twice before. I'm unsure as to why Master Utsuro went to the same place twice, but perhaps my willpower was so powerful that I miraculously reached him somehow. Don't talk such shit. Like the last time, Master Utsuro quietly disappeared. After experiencing that ridiculous power, I decided something that day. My life is dedicated to Master Utsuro. So, you've been following Utsuro since you were a child? He is one who leaves no traces behind. Thanks to that, it was extremely difficult to track him down. I even learned how to hack with the hopes of finding him in the near future. You're a hacker? What's the easiest and quickest way to collect information? Using networking, correct? I learned about computing to find the whereabouts of Master Utsuro and desperately collected information about him. Did you find him? No. No matter how hard I searched the databases, even checked all the CCTV footage, he was always one step ahead and I was always one step behind. And if I somehow found Master Utsuro's whereabouts, he was already gone by the time I got there. And the time I got the final information in my hands, he just disappeared like he vanished from the world. Oh. Isn't life unfair? I gave everything I had to meet him. I even gave my life. Everything I had done up until then disappeared like nothing had ever happened. Truly unforgivable. So, that's when you came up with this plan. To revive Master Utsuro. Correct. That's why you were all going through the so-called killing school trip. Of course, I tried various different plans even before this one. However, they all end up in failure due to that damn Kisaragi Foundation. It doesn't matter now anyway. The past is in the past after all. All you need to discuss is the current plan. Are you aware just how many innocent people were harmed because of your selfish devotion to Master Utsuro? You really only think about yourself, don't you? Aren't you the same, my dear Sora? What? What a hypocrite, you're exactly the same as me. You gave away your life to Master Utsuro. You don't even getting your hands dirty yourself if it means you can be with him. Huh? Shut up, you and I are not... No, Sora, we are essentially the same. Don't try to deny it. I know you already know it to be true. Now what's left to say? I've explained why the killing school field trip took place. And I've explained how I'm trying to revive Master Utsuro using this method. You've probably heard all this from Monocro, so you should just wait to see it for yourself. Shut up. If you have nothing to say, go away. Wow, both of you are on edge. I'll take my leave. I don't want to feel any more guilty for interrupting your investigation. I'll disappear as requested. Call me if you need any help. And away he goes. It's that idiot's fault. I just can't control my anger. No, that's not why. Sora, calm down. Mikado is just trying to mess with you to interrupt our investigation. His words are nothing more than a desperate attempt to distract us from the truth. Yeah, you're right. In the end, the only thing we discovered was that amazing tale about Utsuro. What a waste of time. Yuruko's right, we didn't learn much. However, thanks to this, we were able to understand part of Mikado's past. Mikado was saved twice by Master Utsuro.
And the degree of the disappearance matches the total amount of divine luck they received.
So are you saying that the voids received a lot of protection, meaning that it's disappeared more slowly?
Oh, that's what I was trying to say. Thank you.
As Zoro has said, the amount of protection everyone received was different because of divine luck. If Mikado was saved twice, then he might be stronger than any one of us. I don't know if that information is important, but I'll write it down anyway. Alright. Okay then. Huh. So then I guess Mikado's luck would disappear faster than anyone's. I guess that might be the thing. But he brought it upon himself, which is kind of silly. Can I go up the stairs? No? What the poop? What the poop? Where am I going? Where am I going? I didn't see any other... I can't go up... Can't go upstairs. That's not even where the stairs were before, right? It looks different. Can't go in the dining room now. Oh, we can go in here now. That was blocked off before. Okay. So I guess we have to go about things in the order that they want us to. What is this? Computer. Hi, Eureka. You got anything to say? There's a weird computer here, Sora. It might be some sort of clue. Check it out. Okay. I will. Sora, check this computer out. Was this computer always at the infirmary? I don't know. No, not that I remember. It also doesn't have a power cord, but the screen's turned on. Guess this is another one of the quirks of the virtual world. Quirk spelled with a W, like it's some kind of QWERTY computer keyboard. Having a computer out in the open like this. Yeah, it's gotta be something Mikado prepared. Let's take a look. Okay, I will. Oh my gosh, Windows. They did this in the first game too. They had a Windows background on it. Though I don't remember if it was this one, if it was a different one. I don't remember which background it was. I don't think it was Bliss. I think it was it the... I don't know. I don't remember. It might have been this. The computer was turned on, seemingly working properly even without a power cord. There were only a few files placed on the desktop. Records? These are just documents. Yuko double-clicked on one of the files to open it, and... Alter ego! The alter ego! A detailed report on an alter ego. An alter ego? Isn't that what Monochrome mentioned a while ago? Yup. Artificial intelligence is not human. As an AI, I have no feelings of guilt. Yep. I remember. I remember your alter egos. I've heard of it before. Alter ego. Another me. The next stage of AI, a program that infinitely grows through learning and eventually becomes a person. Wait, the AI grows? Have you ever heard of deep learning? I know that it's an AI learning technique. Deep learning uses machine learning algorithms whereby an AI learns on its own. Most AI grows through deep learning and develops its own logic. The concept of alter ego is a more advanced concept than that. It's about simulating the human brain, I think it's brain, in the digital world. As the name itself implies, it can also be called another self. I also heard that some people from Hope's Peak were involved in its initial creation. Alter ego. Kisaragi. That's right, he did have an alter ego. I'm not really sure how it works, but the fact that it's here must mean it's somehow important, right? I guess so. I don't know any more than that, so we should read on. Alter Ego is an artificial intelligence program developed by Chihiro Fujisaki, the ultimate programmer at Hope's Peak Academy. That's true. Unlike other commonplace AI, Alter Ego learns and adapts over time through dialogue interactions with humans. As it is a program, it's possible to develop a personality based on the direction the developer intended. But it's impossible to do anything about external influences. See Appendix number 3. The alter ego, which has evolved to their limit, truly becomes a person itself, but its character and origin have a basis. It's a clone of a person from the developer. I know it's not saying much, but artificial intelligence itself is a high-level technology. However, the alter ego is it's something only an ultimate student could do. The ultimate programmer, wasn't it? There's still more. Let's read on. The technology was thwarted before it even got a chance to release. Thanks to the closure of Hope's Peak Academy due to the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history, see Appendix number 7. The alter ego has been consistently improved with the efforts of various ultimate students, thus creating multiple different versions. These alter egos also follow the pattern of the developer's personality. This is because the developer's own brain is easier to understand than somebody else's. However, this is not all. It's believed that the true meaning of the alter ego is to create the character of another person. In other words, create a new personality that doesn't currently exist in the real world. Without this restriction, there may also be a way to recreate a personality of a deceased person. If this were to happen, humanity would no longer be subject to death. Furthermore, it may be possible to become an alter ego and leave your body behind. You gain an eternal life where aging and death no longer exists, gaining immortality with the power of technology. That's all we can read from the file. Interesting. So, I mean, it kind of implied that that's what Mikado was trying to do, was to, I guess, make an alter ego of Utsuro. But, in turn, I wonder if that's also, because I mentioned before, I wonder if Sora is an alter ego of Akane, which I was still kind of 50-50 on. Like, they might just be going the ghost route and just that's it, but, like, I don't know, what they just said there about, like, leaving your body behind. Like, that to me is, like, very indicative of they want you to think about Sora in response to that. So, that's what I'm getting from this. After that, it was full of unfamiliar computer lingo and jargon that was out of our limit of understanding, so we stopped reading. Just the wording of that felt very intentional. So, what do you think, Sora? Huh? I didn't understand much, but according to that report, it's possible to resurrect someone using an alter ego. That can't be true. It is, and it's what Mikado's doing. He's trying to resurrect Utsuro, who's already dead, turn him into an alter ego. That's what he said in the room before, about computers. Wait, Yuruko, I have some questions about that logic. If you're right, Yuruko, why would he need to perform something like a killing game? Wouldn't it be enough to create an alter ego in his image? About that. Also, as the report says, the creator of the alter ego is the ultimate programmer, isn't it? Other enhanced alter egos have also been said to be created by ultimates. Mikado isn't an ultimate student. Do you think just anyone who knows about computers could make an alter ego? Even artificial intelligence has a high-level technology. Could Mikado really do something as complicated as that? That is really strange. Also, Void's target isn't Master Utsuro. It's Master Utsuro's divine luck thereafter. However, when I heard about Mikado's past, it seems he was more after Master Utsuro himself rather than his luck. But isn't that the same as the others? They needed divine luck, that's why they stayed with Mikado. If you simply resurrect Master Utsuro as an alter ego, his divine luck wouldn't return. It's true, the alter ego would be 100% the same as Master Utsuro, but lack the divine luck. So it kinda makes sense. If so, what is this report about? I don't think anything we know so far uses alter ego technology. Yuruko, there's still a file that we haven't read. Let's talk more about it when we're done. Okay, what's this one? The second file was a transcript of messages that somebody sent and received as text. Who were the two people talking in this conversation? I could tell from the first paragraph when I saw a familiar name, but it is... Oh, here we go. Kokoro, about the alter ego I asked you about the other day. I was able to steal the core code, but there were multiple security keys mixed in. It's difficult to do, but I might be able to use some tricks to get it formed correctly. Submit it anyway. I'm working on the artificial neural network model now, so you can combine the security later. The problem is the supercom. I'm thinking of switching to a newer model. Then the cost will go up. You don't have to overdo it, but as the number of operations to process increases, the demand specifications will increase as well. No, you're the developer, so if you have a request, I must fulfill it. What the hell is this? Kokoro? Do you think it's the one we know? The ultimate psychologist Kokoro Mitsume, but that was only due to the manipulation of our memory. Anyway, the only person we know by the name of Kokoro is Kokoro Mitsume. She was only with us for a short while, but she really helped during the class trial, and to uncover the voids. Kokoro. Why is Kokoro talking so calmly to Mikado? What happened? Kokoro was just a victim. I've got it. There must be someone else called Kokoro. But it's not that common of a name. It's gotta be fake, but looking at all this... Kokoro and Mikado were working together. That's what it looks like. Kokoro's the developer. She might have been a victim as well as that, though. Maybe she was central to Void's plan. But it fits perfectly. If this is true, then it explains how Mikado, an ordinary person, could make an alter ego. So Mikado was the client, and Kokoro did the actual programming. After reading that profile, wow, Kokoro really was a genius. Remember the last thing it said on Kokoro's capsule log back then? It said she disappeared from her academy. And it said she studied AI technology and brain science in recent years. Kokoro? Was she on Mikado's side? But Kokoro also had an avatar, and her memories were erased, and she was put into the killing game like us. There's only one thing I can think of. She was betrayed by Mikado. Mikado betrayed Kokoro? It's not surprisingly, honestly. He used and betrayed all of the voids after all. Anyway, even if Kokoro made an alter ego, where did it go and what did they use it for? In the end, I still don't see the connection between the power of divine luck and the alter ego. It just adds to our questions. I'm surprised though, Kokoro was her enemy after all. Her enemy that's already dead. If you look at the messages, they're talking about the price of something. Maybe it wasn't just a simple friendship. Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah, no matter what kind of person Kokoro was in the past, she's someone who no longer exists. The only thing she left behind was an unsolved mystery. Alter ego, and Kokoro and Mikado's connection. I wonder what happened. Alter ego. Kokoro's been updated. Okay. How long have I been recording? A while. Okay, I'm gonna end the episode here then. Alright. So, yeah. Yep. Okay. Going to end episode here. Next time, I guess we just continue our investigation. I think this may be a long one, considering previous investigations pretty much only lasted a single episode. This one, I think, is going to last a little bit more than that. So, I guess we'll see how long it is. So I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.